Apparently, this is supposed to be a World War I gas mask. Rectal dilation for nervousness apparatus from the early 20th century. In 2019, a man using Google Earth to check out a neighborhood in Florida discovered the remains of a man who had been missing for 22 years. The Norimitsu Odachi is a huge sword from Japan. It is so large in fact that it was said to have been wielded by a giant. The Thanksgiving food that Trump served at Mar-a-Lago last night. A photograph from the 1993 Great Flood, when James Scott deliberately sabotaged a levee, causing a massive Mississippi River flood to delay his wife's return home so he could continue partying. The flood devastated 14,000 acres of farmland, destroyed numerous buildings, and forced the closure of a major bridge. Scott was convicted of intentionally causing a catastrophe and sentenced to life in prison. However, many believe he was made a scapegoat. A German Special Forces sniper during amphibious infiltration training, earlier this year. Albert Einstein becoming an American citizen, 1940. Andre the Giant in 1982. In 1971, the Rosicrucian Museum in California acquired a sealed ancient Egyptian coffin containing the well-preserved mummy of a high-status Egyptian male. Jack Dempsey knocking out Jess Willard, 1919. Jesus Christ depicted standing with a red banner in front of Moscow Victory Day Parade, circa 2012. John Paul Getty III was kidnapped in Rome on July 10, 1973, with his abductors demanding a $17 million ransom. His wealthy grandfather, J. Paul Getty, refused to pay, fearing it would encourage future kidnappings. The situation escalated when the kidnappers sent a lock of hair and John Paul's severed ear to a newspaper, threatening further harm. Under intense pressure, J. Paul Getty negotiated the ransom down to around $2.9 million, paying $2.2 million, the maximum tax-deductible amount, and lending the remaining $700,000 to his son at 4% interest. John Paul was released on December 15, 1973, after 5 months in captivity. The experience left John Paul traumatized. He struggled with substance abuse and, in 1981, suffered a stroke caused by an overdose, leaving him quadriplegic and partially blind. He remained severely disabled until his death in 2011 at the age of 54. Judy Garland, at age 16, was reportedly placed on a strict diet of soup, black coffee, and cigarettes while filming The Wizard of Oz to maintain a slim, youthful appearance. Life in 1980s Japan. The City of New York, Longworth's Explanatory Map and Plan, 1817, by David Longworth. Original from the Met Museum. The discovery of an unidentified text in Hungary has led to more than 200 years of attempts to determine who authored it and to decipher its contents. The real-life, Conjuring, house, where the paranormal events supposedly occurred, is said to be even more terrifying than its cinematic counterpart. According to the story surrounding the house, it was originally an 18th-century farm home that remained in the same family for 8 generations. Tragically, several children from this family reportedly died in or near the house, each under disturbing circumstances. The School of Athens, by Raffaello Sanzio, featuring Plato, Aristotle, Ptolemy, Hypatia, Heraclitus, Socrates, Pythagoras, and many others. The team who crafted these miniatures are evidently hard-working artists of supreme talent, and what they helped create is an international phenomenon beloved by millions of people around the world. This abandoned church was purchased by skaters and renovated into a dream park. This is a painting by Vasily Vereshchagin showing the British using a method of execution adopted from the Mughals, death by cannon. Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, and Francis Gell recreating the making of the electric light filament, 1929. Times Square, 1955. Title page from the first edition of Isaac Newton's Optics, 1704. U.S. soldier shakes hands with dog in Luxembourg, Battle of the Bulge, 1944. USS Langley, United States' first aircraft carrier. Vera Rubin looking through a telescope at Vassar College, circa 1947. Visual of how Native Americans used all the parts of a buffalo. What one man calls God, another calls the laws of physics. Nikola Tesla.